When we think of maturity, we often think of the end point, when we're perfect and holy. And one day we will stand in glory with Christ and we will be perfect in every way. But this side of glory, we will never be perfect.
If your behavior has started to change lately and the people around you are calling it weird, it might not be a setback. It might be the clearest sign that you are outgrowing them. Most people assume spiritual maturity is loud. They think it looks like public perfection or having all the answers. But real transformation is often silent. It looks like a sudden desire to walk away from arguments, an uncomfortable sensitivity to environments you used to love, and a quiet isolation that feels less like loneliness and more like preparation. You haven't been losing your mind. You've been deepening your spirit. And it almost always begins with a silent shift in what you crave from the world. There is a shift where approval stops controlling your decisions. You stop asking, "What will people think?" and start asking, "What is right?" You stop needing likes, applause, or recognition to feel valuable. And ironically, that's when you become the most stable version of yourself. Because validation becomes internal, not external. One of the first signs of spiritual maturity is this: you stop arguing about everything. Not because you don't have a voice, but because you no longer feel the need to prove yourself to everyone. Where you used to fight to be understood, now you choose peace over being right. People may call it weakness, but in reality, it's emotional and spiritual control. Because not every battle deserves your energy. This one is often misunderstood. Spiritual maturity doesn't always end friendships with fights. Sometimes it ends them with silence. Not because of hatred, but because alignment has changed. Your values shift. Your focus shifts. Your direction shifts. And naturally, some connections don't fit anymore. No drama. No insult. Just quiet separation. And that quietness is maturity. At some point, something changes inside you. Conversations that used to entertain you start to feel uncomfortable. Not because you think you're better than others, but because your spirit no longer finds pleasure in tearing people down. You start walking away from conversations that damage others' reputations. And yes, people may say, "You've changed." And they're right. You have.
If you're busy worrying about, which means you're expending time and energy, people who are gossiping about you, why would you want to be friends with them?
Yeah. There is a stage where solitude stops feeling lonely. You begin to enjoy your own space. Not because you hate people, but because silence becomes a place of clarity. You start thinking more, praying more, reflecting more, and suddenly being alone doesn't feel empty anymore. It feels necessary. Earlier in your journey, every insult needed a response. Every disrespect needed correction. But spiritual maturity introduces something new. You don't rush to respond anymore. You don't react instantly. You think first. And sometimes, you don't respond at all. People might call it soft or fearful, but it's actually strength under control. There's a moment when your environment starts affecting you differently. Places you used to enjoy start feeling heavy. Conversations you used to laugh at start feeling off. It's not judgment. It's sensitivity. Your values are changing and your spirit is becoming more aware. That discomfort is not confusion. It's growth. Spiritual maturity does something powerful. It shortens your anger. You still feel hurt, but you don't stay there as long. Forgiveness becomes quicker, not because people deserve it, but because you understand the weight of carrying bitterness. You start realizing holding on doesn't punish them. It only poisons you. This one feels strange to many people because entertainment is everywhere. But spiritually mature people begin to notice something. Not everything that entertains you actually feeds you. So they start choosing differently. Less noise, more reflection, less distraction, more alignment. And slowly, their inner life becomes stronger than their external stimulation. One of the clearest signs of growth is sensitivity. You hear something, you watch something, you say something, and instead of ignoring it, you feel checked inside. That conviction is not condemnation. It's awareness. It means your conscience is active again. And while others may not understand it, it's actually a sign your inner world is alive. If you recognized yourself in some of these behaviors, don't rush to judge yourself, because growth is often misunderstood in the beginning. What looks like withdrawal might be discipline. What looks like silence might be wisdom. What looks like distance might be alignment. Spiritual maturity is not about becoming perfect. It's about becoming aware, becoming grounded, becoming transformed. And sometimes, that transformation looks weird to the world. But in reality, it's exactly what growth looks like. If this video resonated with you, you're not alone in this journey. And maybe you're not becoming different. Maybe you're becoming deeper.